flaws I had with it. I'm like,
Hello
okay,
and
but if
welcome
this
to
or
Bricks
this.
and Bits episode number 30. It's time to start the show because we keep talking about random stuff. Sorry to cut you off.
You're right.
But,
We went through like a billion
yeah.
topics already.
We talked for too long, so I decided to start the show on my own. We're just
That's probably a good idea.
Today we have a couple of sponsors, Blaine's World and Ty the Lego Guy. I'll talk about them here in a second, but our special guest today is the Michael MGF Customs. How you doing, Ross?
I'm doing pretty good, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's everyone else? Greg and Justin?
I'm good.
I'm Gary.
Those Lego Movie 2 sets.
Those Lego Movie 2 sets. We can talk about a lot of stuff. This is going to be much less news in this podcast, so maybe some of you guys will like that format. But we don't really have a lot of news this week. We're just going to kind of talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I want to talk about is Blaine's World, whose ad read I don't have pulled up. But if you ever need Lego, you should check out Blaine's World. He's got over a 99% satisfaction rating, which is insane. He's up to 99.86, and it's probably going to still go up, including next year. I think he's working for his big sale on March 3rd of next year, which you're not going to want to miss. He does like one yearly sale, and I think March 3rd, 2019 is the date you don't want to miss. So make sure you check out Blaine's World on Bricklink if you ever need any Lego parts or minifigures at a fair price. Brand new parts for the most part, as far as I'm aware as well. So make sure you check him out. Our other sponsor is Ty the Lego Guy. He's a YouTube channel run by Ty, who's a Lego guy. He's got plenty of awesome. He's got plenty of awesome YouTube.
Clever name.
No, yeah, absolutely. One of the most clever names I've ever heard. And he's got a lot of awesome YouTube videos about Lego Star Wars. He's going to be coming out with a lot more content in 2019, so you're definitely not going to want to miss out on his channel. He just released a comparison video on the Lego Star Wars, or a couple of Lego Star Wars Hoth playsets, so I'm sure a lot of my fans might be interested in that. I would definitely recommend checking him out. Links down below for both our sponsors. Could you tell I wasn't reading off the page because I didn't have it up? But anyway, thank you to our sponsors. So where were we when I started the show? What were we talking about?
I was going to rant about Lego's new Captain Marvel, and we were talking about how Lego's finally releasing sets on December 26th, immediately after Christmas, instead of leaving shelves bare and empty for a week.
Yeah, let's talk about that first. Let's talk about the release date scandal.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to spice it up for the title, right, Justin? You do the that's why he does the titles. That's why release date scandal. Yeah. So why sets don't release on December 26th? I think blows everyone's mind. I think the nail in the coffin for this one for me was when I went to the Lego store today, and like there were a lot of empty shelves, like surprisingly so. So I feel like if they just release all the new sets the day after Christmas, you don't get that empty shelf for a week kind of vibe, which I'm not a fan of. I think Greg, you went to Target today. How was it there?
Yeah, I went to Target today. It was wiped out. Nothing. Like Lego City, I was saying this to Ryan earlier. Lego City, there was no Lego City. It was just an empty shelf. I actually recorded some video there, which I'll upload, but it was crazy. It was like a ghost town. So I completely agree with you. They need to throw some stuff out on those shelves. I got my gift card and my cash. I'm ready to spend it, and there's nothing to buy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. Canada has this whole thing called Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, and what they have is a whole bunch of sales. Not necessarily new sets right away, but I think they don't do this because a lot of stores like Target and all these places, for example, your Walmart had the new sets early. My Walmart doesn't even have any of the sets stocked yet. It's not even in their back room. My Target doesn't have any in the back room. So maybe they need time to like shift out the old stock and put on clearance and put the new stock in. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Apparently the Lego Movie sets, yeah.
In America, all the stores do like resets of the floor. Like they do inventory right after Christmas.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right
reminded
now.
by the employees, and they say we're doing a whole reset as if we don't know what that is, and I've never heard it said before. Like, do you know who I
am? You pulled that line on him. That'd be hilarious. Ross, actually, if you could move a little closer to your mic, that'd be great. You're actually a little quieter than everyone else. Just the audio is kind of level for everyone.
Right next to my phone. Okay.
Just put it inside
better now. I didn't really move them.
But yeah, like the Lego Movie 2 sets released in the Lego store today, but I went to my Target, my Walmart, nothing. I didn't find any of the new sets at all. It was weird. I don't know.
Did you see some good clearance there at Walmart and Target today?
I saw at Target they had 30% off some stuff. Like some of them stood out. Like they had the city cargo like transport thingy. It was like an $80 set cargo terminal. Had it for $45, which was fine. I guess the Aquaman Justice League set for $6 or $8 was pretty good too. But other than that, everything was like 30% off. It was just meh.
Yeah.
I did
My
not-
Aquaman was 11, I think. I was like, okay.
Oh, look at that.
I
Yeah, it's
usually go day after Christmas Lego clearance shopping. I didn't do it this year. It's like a to me it was like a tradition, right? You wake up, you go to the stores really early, try to see what clearance deals you can get.
Yeah.
This year I just
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, the last thing I need is more Lego sets, and then I went to the Lego store to buy more new Lego sets. So
I kind of feel like January is the time to go. Like, check each week in January, and I think stuff's just going to keep dropping lower and lower.
That's how it's been
yeah.
the more recent years for me.
Yeah, no,
especially
over-
with Target.
If it doesn't sell out before then, the price will
Right.
go down. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the tradition for me has just been eat all the truffles the day after, but okay.
I think our priorities
Well, that's the
are in
thing.
different places.
Yeah,
Ross.
I'll go to like I still, even today, I went to the Target holiday section and there was just a whole bunch of candy and stuff on clearance. I'm like,
Oh, that's
I gotta
classic.
get
Every
some.
holiday, it's great. That's you always
Yeah.
do that. Who doesn't want half price candy?
And there's poly bags in there. There was a Unikitty one and I don't remember. I think it's the Christmas tree one.
Hashtag
So
all the bags.
yeah,
What's
exactly.
Lego's Unikitty thing doing? Does anybody care? Is that going to be canceled in like a month?
Oh, like the theme or the show?
The theme, the show, whatever.
The theme. Well, the sets are apparently not doing too good, except for the roller coaster one is doing the best. That's all I've heard. But other than that, the other ones haven't been doing well at all. But
That's
More
probably-
Lego, man.
Greg, you
Have
bought
all
that and showed it on your channel, right? That's probably why.
No, it's the only roller coaster I don't have.
Oh, you bought the
Oh.
Friends one.
Yeah, I had the
Yeah,
Friends
that's
one.
right.
What I don't like about the Unikitty one, it's not a complete circle or rectangle, whatever. It's not complete. It's just kind of like a piece. I want the whole thing.
I think Unikitty will get a little boost from the movie, but after that, it's just.
It's just a
downhill.
piece. Wait. So do they just fall off?
Well, it's not like I guess like a half pipe type thing almost.
Unikitty's going to die, man. Or like
For sure.
not approved.
it's kind of I don't like how it isn't full either, but
It's like-
I like the set still.
You need to get like 3 of them.
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking. Yeah. Wait until they go on super clearance and buy 3 of them if they.
Clearance.
Yeah.
Super
That's a
clearance.
good new
Yes.
term.
But yeah, I get why Lego, tries to organize things about how they release certain sets. But I mean, sometimes it just makes less sense than others. And I'm curious. I'm sure they have plenty of logistical reasons that they don't share with anyone. But I mean, it's like, for instance, when they're holding back on sets from Lego Star Wars that isn't connected to a movie and have like hard locked street dates on them in the middle of the year, it's like, why? There are no spoilers here. What is this?
Mhm.
And it's always been confusing to me, the entire decade that I've done this. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully 2019 will be better. But I mean, they've become less and less consistent with their street dates. I mean, you'll have an entire wave of sets and some of them are street dated and some aren't
That is so true.
in the same wave.
It's
Yeah.
very odd what's kind of happening is that they don't seem to be very thorough with the way they're doing their street dates. Like the Force Awakens wave, like everything was street dated, right? Then you get to a wave like I think the summer maybe even was like one of them like it's just so spotty now. Like some waves are, some waves are.
Yeah, it was
some
like
waves are
like
partial.
the solo sets. We were finding those randomly at Target. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there. Summer
It's a
solo
little
sets.
awkward.
Yeah.
I actually just got my first solo set for Christmas.
Which one?
It's the battle pack with the 2 stormtrooper pilots, whatever they're called. I don't know. They're new additions to canon that I didn't keep track of. Yeah, I got that for Christmas. I was like, oh shit, this is my first solo set. I didn't buy a single one this summer. That's how
Wow.
much I
They
cared.
came out in
about
April.
that movie.
You missed out on the April wave too.
What was the April wave again?
Millennium Falcon, Han Solo's speeder, Moloch's land speeder, the TIE fighter.
Oh, I just kind of keep all the solo sets like in the same wave. They just kind of all came out at the same time for me.
Mm,
You
I
just
see,
kind
I
of put
see.
that.
They
back
just
in
blur
line and forget
together.
about it.
I mean, I saw the price tag on that Falcon, and I was like, yeah, I don't really care about these sets. And then I saw it was like, oh look, full price for half of a train. I'm like, yeah, I'm
Oh yeah, that was. Right.
Well, now's the time to buy. That's on clearance right now at Walmart. I was there today and I saw the conveyance transport or
How's-
whatever it's called.
How's
But-
54 for half of a
But
train?
I didn't
Ross?
really like the movie that much. It was okay. It just should have been a book and didn't need to exist.
Someone said that
Yeah.
set looked like 2 cinder blocks, and I'm like, hey, you're kind of right. Doesn't
Oh no, I can't unsee it. Speaking of that,
That's
don't
hilarious.
steal this idea. I'm gonna do 10 Lego sets I can't unsee. That's gonna be the idea behind the
Alright.
video.
How about that
Can't
damn
unsee. Okay.
snow speeder? What the hell is that, and why did it need to be a
Wait,
Lego set?
say that again.
Sorry, the damn snow speeder thing from
Sand Speeder
Sand Speeder. Yes, that awful. Why?
from the Target exclusive.
Yes, terrible.
Yeah, where is that even from? Like,
It was based on a Kenner toy. Like, what? Why? Why is that a Lego set? Like, you think 5-year-olds that you're trying to like market to are gonna buy that thing? They weren't alive.
Yeah,
That was
I-
one of
yeah.
the sets that my Target still had in stock, so you might be right.
that's
on
what I'm
that.
saying. Yeah, mine. I saw mine today was on clearance, so
Yeah.
I don't think it was a hit.
Another Lego
I thought it was fine, but it didn't really have any relevance. I was thinking it was from like Battlefront 2 or something, but
Right.
it
No.
never. Yeah,
This
it's
was
weird. Yeah,
Just
I don't
shocking.
know
to
what was going on there.
It's a
Yeah,
cool
they were
set.
just-
Like, it was a nice like pop up like random set late last year. Like, I was excited
Ryan.
to get it, right? But
Ryan.
I think
Ryan.
Justin said irrelevant, and that's the best word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird because like Target was really pimping out their exclusives that time, and it was that one and the Brickhead's 2-pack of the same Kylo Ren and Rey that they sold in the stores.
Yeah.
And they released like a poster of the Sand Speeder and the Kylo Ren and Rey Brickheads, and I was like, they're really trying to make these look more relevant than they are. Because
Right.
for me, the exclusive 2-pack is literally just the same versions
Well, I
as
think
other
the 2-pack
Brickheads.
came out before the separate ones. Pretty sure. 'Cause
I know it did.
got
It
the
did.
2-pack.
It came out a few times before, but like it came out like a month before.
Right.
But I saw both of them coexisting in store, and then I saw it half off, while the other ones were at full price. So it was like you could
Yeah,
buy
that's a little
one
nuts
for the price of
that
two.
could
Dude.
happen.
And to me, they should have made the Brickheads of Rey and Kylo from the first movie, and that would have been cool, like
they
exclusive,
not?
you know. No, it would have been. It would have been. They didn't. They were just the same as the regular set. So
Oh.
it was like,
Wow.
yeah.
It's like, what's the
What
point?
were you gonna say, Ross? You were gonna say something.
I
cut
just
you off.
can't do brickheads at all, man. I tried Funko
Mhm.
Pops because I thought they were really cool and like I admired them creatively, how they're able to like
Mhm.
make each one instantly recognizable with that format. But then, dude, it got to a point where I'm like, why am I buying these? I'm so like deep now in these. I don't even want them now. I'm only 2 years in. I'm already like buried, and I know the same will
I
happen
feel
if I
you.
try brickheads.
That's why I like Brickheads though, because Brickheads they're Lego at the end of the day, so
Yeah,
you could
so
use the
still break
pieces
them
for other
apart.
stuff, just in case they ever become irrelevant, which it seems like they might soon. But then again, I said that last year, and then the seasonal ones just got revealed. So
I don't think
Mm.
there's anything more than the seasonal ones, though. Like,
I was thinking there would be some Lego Movie 2 ones, honestly.
you would
But-
think, but it
Right.
seems like there's not going to be.
If
Unless
anything, they would release February 1st because they still haven't revealed the February 1st sets.
Right.
You know, Apocalypseburg, the CMF series. But if those get revealed and these aren't, then yeah, they're dead.
Unless they're like Lego store exclusives, which is the only way they would still be kept under wraps.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think they would be like U.S. exclusives and like, yeah, just United States exclusives because they could still be under wraps if they're U.S. exclusives. But other than that, you know, because apparently there was something that came out last year that said Brickheads are done in Europe. There's no more Brickheads in Europe, and like nothing came out after the summer wave or something in Europe.
Wait, really? When did that happen?
That's what I heard. Like the Star Wars ones never came out in Europe. Like the Leia, the Slate,
Oh,
or
no.
not Slate,
I don't
Boba
think I ever
Fett.
saw those on my store shelves in like Walmart. Like, I don't think I ever.
That's
saw
the thing.
Boba Fett.
Again, yeah, I think those were you know, Amazon and Lego exclusives anyway. So yeah, good point.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think
not-
Lego needs to work on their exclusives, man. Because if that was their exclusive for Target, and then
Mhm.
I realize, Ryan, you like Vader's Castle. I don't think it was great at all. I mean, if that was their Amazon exclusive, they need to really reconsider what they're trying to offer to these massive retailers as an exclusive because they're not good, man.
Yeah,
not
me
good.
neither.
I mean, Vader's Castle I like, but way overpriced in my opinion.
Oh
Agreed.
yeah, I mean, it's a cool little playset, but not for that price tag.
Still holding
And
out
also,
for $80. One of these days.
actually, you know what? I take that
80
back.
bucks.
It's not a good playset. I saw the features on that thing. Awful.
Well, then what about a display
Roasted.
set? Because on the front side, it's a display. It's a very much a dollhouse concept, though. You have to be 10 years old to appreciate the play features on that set, and there's nothing wrong with that kind of parameter for a Lego set, but that's just what it is. That's the type of set it is.
I don't know. I just expect more. I guess.
I think you make a good point there. From the front side, it is a great display piece for the adult collectors, and you spin around, and the kids can have fun inside of it. It's good for that. It's just like Justin said, way overpriced.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and they had the what's the stormtrooper with the blue markings in there? It was I don't care.
So many people are triggered right now.
Point
He
taken.
was from like this VR game that came out last
Right.
year, like a year ago. And I was
Well,
like,
yeah, isn't that the whole set is from the VR game, right?
that's
Like
great, but
Vader's.
it blows my mind that we actually got a minifigure from a one-off VR game that like a fraction of the fraction of the population like got to play.
Oh, it's not
I'm
even
just
a
like-
game. It's an experience that you have to be in a place to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
You have to go to Orlando to do it.
I don't know
It's
why.
so
It's just shocking
neat.
to me that we got a
Yeah.
minifigure from that.
Because Disney put their foot down and told Lego to push their stuff.
I guess.
I
Man.
think
That's
that
what
yeah.
had to have happened.
Just like there's so
maybe
many
one of the Lego-
minifigures we don't have, and
maybe
when
one
we
of
got
the
that guy.
Hey, maybe one of the Lego designers went to Orlando like a year ago. They're like, "Whoa, wouldn't that be a cool minifigure?" And then they like did it.
Well, from my understanding,
That's
for the
what I
most
would
part, Disney's the one who chooses what gets released. So like they'll be like, okay, you're making a new, you want this much sets to make. Okay, you're making a Millennium Falcon again. You're making this again. You're making that again.
Okay,
I
so
hope
does
that's
that
not true.
does that mean we're supposed to believe that Disney is what they're the ones that said, hey, you guys want to do battle packs? You got to put Kiani Mundi and Barriss Offee in this one. Who made that call?
That
Ross
okay,
is mad.
that's way out my wheelhouse. I don't know. You guys,
Damn
what's
it.
wrong with that? Like, I legitimately am asking what's wrong with that because I don't
They're
know the
one-off-
lore.
They're
of these.
one-off characters.
I heard
Jedi
I see.
that
I heard
wants an army of.
I think it was Bricktail Studios on Twitter who made an interesting point. I don't know if it's based off anything really.
Yep.
Yeah, that Hasbro might have taken issue with too many people buying battle packs instead of their action figures, and they were just like basically whined to Disney or Lucasfilm or whoever, and were like, "We are supposed to be selling the figures here, not them." And that's why they've been kind of cutting back on the battle packs and throwing random Jedi in there.
I mean, if you look after
can't army
24
build with.
Ross, if you look on like Brickset and you just look at all the Star Wars battle packs and you draw a line after 2014, I think every battle pack since then, or maybe after 2015, every battle pack since then has not had more than 2 of the same figure.
Well, I mean, if this is the end of battle packs, then I really wish Lego would just stop calling them battle packs. I think that's the very easy solution.
All right, Ross, what's your new name for battle packs?
I don't know, Ryan. You do this.
Ross is in a mood tonight. I like it.
No,
I
it's
know.
good.
Feisty.
I know.
It's not me even looking through a lens of nostalgia. You just look back and things were better than this. It's just, it's practically an objective opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you there. No, I agree. I'm just.
Uh,
I think the one thing they could do, like, you remember the Battle on Sleukamai set, kind of going outside the range of what like someone like Greg or Justin might know, but you know what I'm talking about there, right?
no.
But,
I don't. What's a Slukamon? What is
wait.
that?
What
Repeat
language
that.
are you speaking?
I know it's Sleukamai.
Set
What are you talking about?
75037.
Yeah, with Neo?
Yeah, if you guys want to look that up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is like the counter option for a battle pack, is to make a set like this. If it
Yeah,
doesn't,
that was a
if-
good
75307.
This was 75037.
Okay. I
This
see.
was a $15 set in 2014.
Oh, Salukami. I remember trying to pronounce that one
Salukami, say it
back then. I know. I was like, this is way out of my wheelhouse. Like,
yeah, this was a
back in
$15
the day.
set. This is what I imagine Ross kind of wanting instead of a battle pack as a battle pack type of set.
I just think
Crazy. This would be like $30 now.
I just think random Jedi really just don't necessarily have a place in a small quote unquote battle pack.
You know what else I'll say? For as trash as the battle packs are, they really don't do you much of a favor by including more multiples of figures in bigger sets either. Like, that's been a noticeable trend. I don't know if Greg or Justin, if you guys care as much about this as maybe Ross or I do, but like, you get an AT-AT, you get like one First Order Trooper, and it's like, well, in 2003 when I got an AT-AT, I got 4 of these. What happened? Like, it's
No,
there's
I see. They've
nothing to
definitely
go
been
with.
limiting the numbers. Like, these bigger sets have been like cutting. Like, they used to have like 10 minifigures or whatnot.
Right? Yeah.
Now you get like 3 or 4, and it's weird. I
It's
don't
rather
know.
pathetic. Like, I get this is kind of maybe a bad example, but the Lego Movie 2, the one set that you said you weren't gonna buy, Greg, the what's the Rex's Rex Explorer,
Yeah.
has like 2 minifigures in it for $120. Like,
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Sith Star Starship has 3, and it's $70.
So like I could see in Star Wars as an effort to not only keep costs down, but get you to buy other sets like the battle packs to limit the number. But what do you do in Lego Movie 2? Is it to get people to buy the
You gotta buy
collectible
a bunch of
minifigures? Or...
Benny Space Squad sets.
I guess that's what you're gonna have to do. But
Mhm.
And
there's
I mean,
no Rex in there.
There's no Rex.
Yeah, Brian, you know Sean, he was telling me something. I haven't been keeping
Heard.
up. But something about like 20th anniversary sets coming out in the summer that Lego might have been dedicating more resources to, and that's why the upcoming wave for 2019 is awful and
Yeah,
crap
that's
and
a
the
theory.
worst Lego Star Wars wave we've ever had.
Yeah, they're coming out April 20th, I think, or like April. I
That
don't
seems,
know
yeah,
the
it
date.
seems like that's the spring release, and then summer will be some other
I don't know if
sets.
they're
And
gonna
then...
do June or August. Like they're gonna do September, so like I don't know if they're gonna awkwardly fit something in there or not.
Oh, you might be right. Maybe they'll skip, summer, and it would just be April and then September.
It's hard
and
to know.
Can we just skip winter and pretend like they didn't make those sets?
then-
I mean,
Man,
there
you're
are
hard
like
on
3
this.
cool ones in there, and then 2 are rehashes, and the others are just like.
What do
I
you
already
think
got
of? What do you think of the juniors one?
Oh.
I don't even. Oh yeah, the juniors ones.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I wouldn't give that to my 4-year-old.
wait, let's
Aw,
wait.
I like
hold on,
I
hold
like
on,
2
Ross.
of
We can ask an
those.
important question here. Greg, would you buy a Lego Star Wars Junior set for Clark, who is 3, right?
He's gonna be 4 here in like a week, and I
Okay.
would because
You
I
would?
like him to. He likes Lego Star Wars, and he would like the opportunity to build one on his own. Like just like 2 days ago, he built the Batman set on his own. That's a junior set, and I'm like, this would be good for him. You know,
Well, there you go.
it opens us up to a younger audience, and I understand that the
Sure.
designs may not be up to the standards of someone that's our age or an older collector, but to get young kids into it, I think it works.
I like the design
Yeah.
of the A wing
It's
and
sick.
the tie, but other than that, the X wing I think is
Yeah.
pretty bad. That's about it.
I say all
it's
that,
mostly
though.
a safety thing.
Like
But I mean,
I say all this just and in my opinion, the best set is the Praetorian Guard battle pack out of all of the stuff that's coming out.
for sure.
At least in my
It's-
opinion.
Yeah, and I
it's
mean,
a rough
That was a
one.
great
Um,
inclusion. Yeah.
I do like those junior sets, and the designs are good. It's just, I don't know. I just picture if I ever became a parent, I would just be hesitant at first. But I mean, if it does work, and you closely monitor your kid, I think maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think of it like this. You think of all the parents that love Star Wars and you want to get your 4-year-old into it. It's a good way to kind of bridge that
Yeah,
Mhm.
and get them into the kind of the lure, I suppose.
and they are simple enough to where it would be very easy for
I think
anybody
Ross
to
is
just.
changing his mind on these now.
It's
Yeah.
hard though when you're in a certain mind state to think of things like how would a 4-year-old look at this or think of this,
Right.
you know, especially
Yeah.
if you don't have one in your life. It's kind of hard
For
to do.
sure.
Ross, you need a
Yeah, no,
4-year-old in your
I think
life.
I think that any 4-year-old would obviously love them, but I don't know, man. When I was that, I think my parents, they tried to get me regular Lego sets, and then they just were like, nope, and got me a bag of Mega Blocks, and so that's where I started.
I mean, to be fair, one of my
Yeah.
one of my first Lego sets, like the Twin Pod Cloud Car, like I didn't really know how to build that. Like, and that was a 2002 set that by 2002 standards, I guess would have been, but like by today's standard, like that is a really easy set to build, right? It's just a bunch of plates and bricks.
Mhm.
So like,
Sure.
and I got like halfway through that and didn't finish it. Like I feel like there is a place for this, and this is a good way to do it. It does suck
Yeah.
that it just kind of is a sore or what is this? It's an eyesore on an already pretty bad wave in a lot of people's opinions. So
At least the minifigs in them are okay.
yeah, the new Rebel Trooper is nice, but
Yeah.
that's
But Ryan, prior to this, have you
about it.
wanted them to make Star Wars Junior sets?
I thought of it. Like
before-
I've answered it in like I remember like back in the summer. I don't know if I put this in a vlog or I talked about it on an Ask Webinar, but I've definitely talked about it. Like I was always interested in what they would look like,
Mhm.
and for the most part, the 2 other than the X-wing are good. So I think I'm happy with what we've ended up with, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes next.
I don't know.
That's what I wanna. That's what I really want to know is what's next. Like you gave
Sure.
it one try. What else can you do?
Well,
And
we'll have
you-
to see if these sell now.
That
Yes,
ATAP and like the dropship, I was like, really, Lego? We're just doing copy and paste now, only like 4 years later.
Those I'm not a fan of.
I mean,
I guess
they're
I'm
just
not
like,
really
okay,
attached to the vehicles. But,
They don't like us shrinking down the builds into unreasonable sizes that look ridiculous. Let's just copy and paste the sets. Perfect solution. Why innovate or make them better? Let's just copy and paste ideas.
Right.
You know what's
Which is
funny?
why-
They're actually wait, sorry to interrupt, but
Go ahead.
Technic, nobody's reporting on this. I mean, not a lot of people are reporting on this because we don't really care for Technic. I mean, I don't know. Greg, do you like Technic?
I only have a few Technic sets.
I like to keep my
Apparently,
fingers intact.
Technic has they just copy and pasted a set literally. They just I think changed the color of the set. That's it. Other than that, it's the exact same build, and it's like a set from a few years ago. Like they just released the set, the Cherry Picker, or a Forklift or something, and it's the same build.
I mean, people ask for re-releases quite a bit, and like then you get something that's like,
Yeah.
I feel like they don't choose the right sets to do it on sometimes. I feel like they need
Not
to do
only
a little
that,
bit
but
more.
I mean, there are two very basic things that they don't avoid. First of all, you don't take the original design, make it worse, and then granted, it brings the price down, so I understand that angle, but it does no justice for innovation and making the set better as a build and just overall like with functionality. But yeah, then just straight up copying and pasting it the previous set.
Right.
I guess, like you said, Ryan, if they choose better sets, that's fine. Like if they come out tomorrow and they're like, "Yep, we don't know why we re-released that Taj Mahal. We lost a lot of money on that, but we are re-releasing the ATOT of the Republic dropship, and then we could all throw a party."
Right. I mean, I think this can all be forgiven if the April wave is one to remember.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Like-
it is.
like-
I mean, 20th anniversary.
The idea that they've put their resources towards something bigger and better, I am very hopeful for. However, I have to see it to believe it after this. So
Yeah,
And wasn't-
I feel like it's wishful thinking right now.
Wasn't there a rumor that there's a new type of set or something in the April wave or something? I don't know.
yeah, so that rumor's actually been around a lot, quite a while now. I have it written down from like September.
Mhm.
It's a juniors action like.
Oh, so it's juniors.
Hold on, let me read you what I have written down from many a moon ago.
Many a moon ago.
I wrote down. I have such a stuffy nose. I'm sorry. This is in
Okay.
like early September. So on this list that I wrote in early September, Death Star playset. What did we get? Death Star playset. Inferno Squad battle pack. I'm going down the list. Nothing. I'm not skipping anything. A small Anakin's pod racer. That one's coming out in April. It's gonna be in my.
Well, then we
next
get. Oh,
review.
not the microfighter, right?
Um,
Oh yeah, they. That
And
was
there's the
2015.
poly bag, but I'm just talking about the I don't know. There's a snow speeder. There's also a rumored Hoth, like a $60 Hoth set that's gonna come out. So I assume that's in there. Microfighter dual pack, Droid escape pod plus dewback. A lot of people told me that was BS, but F them. And then the final thing on this little list was a junior shooting game with target, disc, and arrow thing? Question mark.
Oh, no.
Hoth plus Endor
No.
versions. There is a rumor that there's going to be a Hoth and Endor playset in the $30 range, or like two separate
No.
ones. I assume they're going to have a
Ross
dart and
is
arrow
pissed.
thingy. I have no idea what the feature is going to be or what the idea is, but it sounds like a good set for Greg and Clark.
I'm just thinking that I know Ross is like cringing right now, but kids love things that shoot.
Yes, yeah, but kids also. Listen,
Debate,
I don't want
debate,
to
debate.
talk down on it because it could very well work. I mean, but I mean, it's just I've already been burned by super jumpers, so I'm very hesitant with Legos.
Oh
that
gosh, don't remind me
that
of
have
those.
worked. The only ones that have worked have been the stud shooters and the spring-loaded shooters. Those are the best playability features Lego has introduced in recent years, if you ask me. So I mean, maybe it'll work, but
Yeah.
based on how Ryan just described it, that sounds horrendous.
Yeah, that's the only description that I have, and it's.
Well, if it has minifigures, I'll check it out.
Lego's just like, we
don't
hate
have any
money.
figures.
Speaking of gimmicks, just this last weekend, I found one of those Dragon Master Ninjago things on sale. So we're gonna try that out. It's one of those things that you pull like kind of like the ripcord and it
Like a
flies.
Beyblade?
Apparently,
I'm so sick
don't-
of those.
I don't know if it works or not. I haven't really seen anything on
I
it,
would
so I'm
hope
gonna
it
give it a
works.
shot. Do you guys know anything about those at all?
Yes, Ryan watched me play with that at the
Oh,
Lego
I
store.
remember that.
Is it terrible?
Yeah. It's fine.
Does it
It's
fly?
a gimmick.
Yeah.
It flies. You gotta do
Okay.
it right. It's fine. Yeah. Lego
thought it was
sent
a
me a
good
bunch of those. I
alternative.
never covered them, but yeah.
Do you guys remember those like little parachute guys that they were plastic and you wrap the parachute around, you throw it up in the air and it'd come down, almost like what Lego's doing with the city stuff. I thought it'd be a
Yeah.
good alternative to that. I thought
Yeah,
it'd be
I'm
like,
not throwing my minifigs up in the air.
Well, this one has like it has a protection case. Like it has like a
yeah, it's
yeah,
it's weird.
It's in there pretty secure, I think. But yeah, it's just it's a gimmick. You play you play with it for a few minutes and it's like whatever. It doesn't have much display value, so You know,
It was $8 and it includes a minifig, so I was like, all right, we'll give it a shot and see what it turns into.
Yeah, they just overkill with all those Ninjago gimmicks. Like there's the spinners a billion times. There's flyers. This is like the third flyer they've done or second flyer. I'm tired of them, honestly. You know, I think the new spinners are probably the best because they're bringing it back to basics. It's very simple. It's in the spirit of the old spinners.
Spinners in the Praetorian Guard battle pack now.
Oh yeah. That I actually like that. That was a fun play feature. That's a cool one.
That's how you put together a decent battle pack, man. Like that actually was a really good little build to pair with those minifigures. Not some ridiculous. I mean, like what the Inferno Squad battle pack? You have some other speeder that Lego just pulled out of their butt, and then you have like.
Yeah, it wasn't in the game apparently.
Yeah, I mean in some battle packs, some of those smaller builds are better than others, but that one in the Praetorian Guard battle pack was actually like really good. I think I'm looking forward to it.
I like that. Yeah, no, it's fun to play around with, and it's really creative, and it brings meaning to battle pack. Like you literally have these two fight against each other. So I like it.
Like they're sparring or training or practicing.
Yeah.
But then you have the friend zone stormtrooper who doesn't know why he's there.
That is the best.
That's a good meme.
Trying to look for that meme. Have you seen that one, Greg?
No.
I got you. Hold on. Give me like a minute here. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna text it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's one of the best memes to come out of the Lego community.
Yeah, that one I like because it is very out of place, but yeah.
It's so great for kids now how much easier I think it is to get certain minifigures. Like you can just in January 2019, you can just go to the store, 10 or 15, $12, whatever the hell, however much microfighters are, I don't care. You just get Darth Maul instantly right on the spot. They will never know the pain of having to go to the Lego store in downtown Disney and buy the damn magnets because you couldn't afford the Sith in 2007.
Well, that's what I like with this, especially with these newer waves, and even this one, which you weren't too much of a fan of. They have the Praetorian Guard pack has an exclusive Praetorian Guard with a new helmet piece altogether, and it's a cheap set. Lego is known for putting the more desirable figures in more expensive sets, but they've been changing that up recently. And like you said, Darth Maul in a cheap set is awesome. Back in the day, I never had a Darth Maul, even though I wanted him so bad because he was in more expensive sets.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, in 2007, the printing on those magnets would wear off like quicker than the official minifigures, even though the quality is exactly the same.
Yeah, I'll take your word. I never got my hands on any of those original magnets because I found out that you could take them apart way late, like right when they were about to cancel them. So I was like, dang it,
Yeah.
But I wish I would have taken advantage of them because I didn't really like the builds for Star Wars back then, just because I wasn't really into Star Wars itself. But I liked the minifigures and I really wanted a lot of them. I wish I would have taken advantage of those.
Tell you one wave I've been really impressed with also is that new Spider-Man wave. That was really fantastic.
I like I like the juniors ones there. I don't know if you do, but I like the Venom mech is really cool. The Venom mech is the Venom.
Yeah, and I mean, like I picked them up, not even really caring about doing a review on them, just because they're genuinely cool sets with really great minifigs.
The minifigures are, for once, Marvel minifigures are good in Lego World. Like, wow, crazy,
And that new Spider-Man, I mean, the spider crawler, and I love it how we get like an incredible vulture, and it's really a simple set of wings too, and it's like better than what we got in Spider-Man Homecoming with whatever the was supposed to be.
It's interesting because they re-released a lot of these old villains, but all of them seem to have new prints, except maybe the Vulture's face I think is the same, but other than that, I like what they did there. Yeah. I forgot about this. Now you got to start ranting about the
same treatment with the MCU sets.
Well, I was gonna say Captain Marvel set. What do you not like it? Because I like it. I think it's a fine set, especially for $30. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, listen. I mean, for $30, I think it does work. I think the build is okay. I get that they want a quick, and a reasonably priced, Captain Marvel sets are just for every Lego fan to pick up and get access to all the best minifigures and best characters. I understand that. But there's no denying that if we got that same ship, the size of like the actual like 2012 Quinjet, or I think there was another Quinjet that was a similar size. Oh yeah, they had
a 2015 one, Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that one was really bad though. I don't know. Just if we had a that same design, that prototype Quinjet, but a little bit bigger, I think it would make for a really great $50 or $60 set, and I don't know. I think it would be more exciting because you look at the playability, and again, $30, reasonable price. But I think what we've got flick fire missiles back on there. Like, what year is it?
Yeah, flick fire missiles are making a resurgence because I know like last time
those, like where you just I imagine you just press on a tile or something. I imagine you don't actually
probably
the classic way.
For me,
But yeah.
the worst part about this set is the Kree figure. I don't like how he doesn't have the
Scroll.
printing at the top.
It's
Oh,
a
scroll. Sorry, I got it
you
mixed
marble
up.
scrub.
No. Yeah, scroll. Sorry, I scrolled that one up. You guys.
Oh god.
Zing.
No, but yeah, I think the scroll is actually good. It could use some printing on the headpiece. Is that a new?
That's a part that makes me sad. I want head printing.
Are those ears new? By the way, is that a new piece?
It's similar to the Genie's one from Disney Series
Right.
1, but it's missing the earring. So yeah. It's
Okay, yeah, because I felt like I had seen it before. And I think the Nick Fury is okay. Like, I understand the reuse of Cyborg's head. It honestly doesn't look too bad.
Oh, is that actually Cyborg's head? I didn't even notice that.
Cyborg's head from the Justice League sets. Yeah.
Really? I didn't notice that. I was like, it looks familiar.
Yeah, I noticed it right away because but the Captain Marvel, man, it's just shocking to me. And I'm curious, like, what goes on behind the scenes? A lot of people, will immediately come at me and will be like, well, they don't expect Captain Marvel to do that great. That's also why they didn't really care about the Ant-Man and the Wasp set. This is just a one-off set. But I mean, it's like, well, I mean, that could be the case. Maybe last year or this year, it's still 2018. Lego just predicted that Black Panther was going to be a smash hit, and so they put a little bit more effort into those minifigs. Granted, it wasn't anything too fantastic, but there was, Killmonger, Ulysses Claw.
Those were pretty good. Yeah, for MCU, like the Infinity War ones. I don't know. A lot of those minifigures were weak.
Yeah,
and that was the smash hit.
Like, not going to change with Avengers Endgame, unfortunately, but. Yeah, it's just that Captain Marvel is just shocking to me because it's like the whole world all practically knows about Captain Marvel at this point. I mean, everybody.
What do you not like about it the most?
The hairpiece. I think the hairpiece.
The hairpiece. You don't like the hairpiece?
I think there are much better hairpieces they could have gone with.
There's definitely much more fitting ones.
Right.
Yeah, I think there are like two or three other options that the Lego could have gone with. I don't consider Captain Marvel's longer hair to be anywhere near the same length as Black Widow. I think that's really awkward. And then Lego has, I don't have to tell you guys, they've proven time and time again that they are capable of nailing the likeness to an actor or actress. And it's like the fact that they just said, okay, Brie Larson, yeah, she looks like Emilia Clarke. We've got that head on the production line. Grab that from the Star Wars sets.
I don't mind. I actually do not mind the headpiece. I think the headpiece
doesn't look like Brie Larson at all.
I don't know. It looks like it's fine to me. I'm like, it looks like her a bit. Like I'm not like the biggest Brie Larson fan, so maybe you shouldn't ask me to compare if it looks accurate. But
it was like what do they call it? An associate, like an advisor,
a consultant.
Yeah, consultant.
This is not complicated. You look at Ray. You look at the new Chris Pratt head that just came out this year. The new Tony Stark head was a little bit of a step backwards, but still good. You look at the heads in the new Solo sets that came out this year also. For Tobias Beckett, looked just like Woody Harrelson. For Val, looked just like Danny Newton. I mean, I believe that's her name. Really great likenesses, and so Lego is. It's not like It's not
I think it's all about budget. Like they didn't want to make a new face print for it. So
I understand that. I really do. But it's like Captain Marvel is the new big breakout Avenger, likely going to play a huge part in saving the universe with the original Avengers in Endgame. So it's like, why can't we just get some double molded boots Lego and just a new face? Is it that much sense? I mean, for a massive character like her, the torso print is really nice though. So there is that. But it's disappointing.
Yeah, I would for every character. I wish they would do new face prints because I love new face prints, and it would be more accurate than what they have now.
I mean,
it must
sometimes
be
you
a
don't
budget
have to.
issue. It just has to be a budget issue, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure, it's just I think the problem is a distribution of resources. It's
Mhm.
like why are we getting so many great minifigures in these Spider-Man sets, so many great minifigures elsewhere. I can't think of any off the top of my head instantly, but I mean it's like there are definitely some discrepancies there that don't need to exist. But like for instance, Thanos, we just got the leaked picture of him for Endgame, and it's like Lego. Thanos was like the biggest. Thanos is like arguably the biggest villain in pop culture right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody now knows who Thanos is. I mean, he wiped out half the universe and half of the Avengers and left everybody crying in the theater. Why are we still using the same?
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Wait, did you?
Huh?
I hope you're not serious.
Well, Ryan doesn't watch superhero movies besides Deadpool, so
Okay, Ryan, we're well beyond the grace period.
No,
But it's like, all right, here we just think about it. I mean, you think about all that considered, and then you get to Avengers Endgame 2019. Now something's gonna happen to Thanos. He's not making it past Endgame.
Mhm.
This is gonna be our last shot to get a really good Thanos figure for a long time, and they reuse the same damn 2016 Avengers piece again.
That ticks me off. I want him without the helmet. Just
Yeah.
please. That's it.
No. I mean, but in Endgame, he's putting the armor back on now because he's weaker.
I know he is, but like we had the armor in the last one.
Yeah. No, but then some people will be like, but he's got the helmet in Endgame. Yeah, sure, but this is the mold they're using from the Avengers is based off the comics with Thanos' brown helmet and the big ear puffs. He doesn't have those in the MCU. It's a drastically different design. It looks and listen, this is not, again, it's not a lot to ask, even though it sounds like it, because we have really great quality elsewhere. It's just astonishing to me that we can't see the same consistency on more important characters.
Dude, I agree. Yeah, man.
Ross is putting Lego on.
I'm just curious. It's been years of this, and now we're dealing with the biggest, comic book movie and pop culture events in cinematic history, and we're still doing these low quality figures.
You know whose fault it is?
I'm just curious,
what's
going on?
Disney's probably like, spend all your money on Star Wars.
Sure, I mean, is that it? It
must
be a lack of funding.
Lego's got so many resources sunken into the Lego movie too that they just they don't care or have enough time to deal with all this,
But I mean, I would at least be satisfied if they get Thanos, Captain Marvel. Those are two pretty big characters right now. I think those two needed to, be given the full treatment.
Well, yeah, it seems like one thing, I don't know if you know this, but the Captain Marvel set is a retail exclusive, I think.
Is it really?
So it's even they're not even giving it a wide release. It's the same with Ant-Man. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a Walmart exclusive.
So wait, is it just going to be a Lego store thing?
I don't know. I'm not sure which store yet. It might be Walmart, it might be Target, but yeah, so it's not even getting a wide release. So they're not treating it as this big movie.
I don't know. I hope that's not foreshadowing they've seen Captain Marvel or something. I mean, I have no idea. But
I don't know. But yeah, it's like. Then again, I am happy that they're getting sets. I don't think Shazam is getting any sets, and it's
really?
They've done every DCEU except.
I'm sure he'll pop up in one of the DC sets for the summer.
Hopefully.
True. Not based off the movie, but we'll get.
It'll be like Batman's jet, and then they'll have Shazam in the corner.
Sure. I mean, that's what they just did for an entire lineup of Spider-Man sets.
Yeah, and they did it. It's funny because they did it with Aquaman, and then they did an Aquaman set. So there's two Aquaman. There's a new Aquaman Batman set, and then a regular Aquaman.
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought of something when I said that, Greg. I want to interject here. Sure. Slight topic change if you guys are done ranting.
Sure.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Too much negativity. Go.
I'm gonna put Greg on the spot here. Greg, why do you call Clark Man? He hasn't decided for himself. He should be Clark Person.
Oh, he hasn't determined that he's a man or a woman yet.
Yeah, he should be.
I don't
Clark
know.
Person.
It's just been one of those things ever since he was real little. I just call him Clark Man.
You're skirting around that pretty well.
Maybe he's a superhero. I don't know.
What just happened?
I thought about this week.
That was very random. These guys are having.
I'm I have to bring it up now. I can't forget about this.
So you're under the. You feel like I should let him determine if he's going to be Clark Man or Clark Woman or Clark Boy or Girl or whatever.
Whatever, yeah, it's up to him. Come on.
I mean, I can ask him for you in a video.
How do we just go straight into politics?
I know it's like we're.
I don't even care about politics. I just thought it was funny when I thought about it this week. So.
I will say when we go to the bathroom, we go to the men's bathroom. So I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things.
There you go.
That's
I don't know. I will make a video though where I ask him what he wants to be called, whether it's Clark Man, Girl, whatever, and it'll be dedicated to you, Ryan. That was very random though.
I don't know. Right. I 3 days ago I thought of it and I was like, I have to bring this up. I think it's funny.
This will probably be the most commented thing on your video now.
Probably.
Too.
It's now
after all this in-depth talk about Lego, it's gonna be this.
Yep.
Yeah. This
I did post a Reddit link to our lovely subreddit, which I came across the other day, and I was like, oh my god, people actually post here, so that's cool.
What? Yeah, they post there more than they post in my subreddit. So yeah.
You have a whole Discord where people go instead, but
that you don't run.
We have a little
yeah, that's a whole thing.
From who do we have? Test Track. He gave us a little would you rather. I saw you answer this one actually, Justin, but It's would you rather get every new Lego set a month early, but at a higher cost, about 25% more, or would you rather be able to buy sets a month after their release date, but at a lower cost, 25% off?
I did answer. Where the heck did I answer that?
In the
Oh,
comment
on Reddit.
section.
On Reddit. Yeah. Duh. Okay.
You said basically option A, which is get them early because it's already what you do. I would say option A as well. Like I'll pay 25% more to get them a month early. Like, yes.
Yeah. That's our thing.
I would like to hear Ross and Greg's answer, although I'm 90% like I'd bet money I know Greg's answer.
You don't mind. Go ahead, Ross.
It depends on the day. It really does. Some days I'm fired up and I'm hunting down a Lego set and I'm driving an hour away to South Carolina and I'm gonna find the damn set, even if it's the last thing I do. And then other days I just or other months I just don't care and we'll just review them when I do care.
Is this one of those
sometimes
months?
a month after they come out? So I mean, like I said, it just really depends on the day.
Right.
So but if I had to pick one, I'd definitely go with the first option.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's what we do. So.
What do you got, Greg?
See, I'm a little bit different from you guys because I don't do reviews per se, and I don't have to have them right when they come out. And I already have this giant backlog of Lego sets, so it's not super important to me to have a set right when it comes out. I can afford to sit and wait, and I usually buy it when it's 25% off. So I pretty much do option B currently.
Yeah, I think we would all go kind of with what we already do. So
yeah,
I just figured I'd give our subreddit a little highlight there for asking a cool question. I do have another thing from the subreddit. Let me paste this over to you guys on the Discord call here. It's a good little meme they put up. I think it might be the most upvoted thing on the subreddit. It kind of reminds me of what just happened with Ross. Like if you replace the bottom one with Ross and new Lego sets or whatever, it'd be the same thing.
Hang on, I'm pulling it up.
See that? I got it up for the stream.
Oh my god. Jeez. What even was that?
What? Oh, I would like to hear your thoughts on that because you're a pretty big Star Wars fan.
I mean, it looked like a just Lego kind of saying funny. Thank you to VIP members, but
thanks for
okay.
Nothing. Yeah,
it's like, look, man. They gave us Darth Revan in a poly bag one year. I will never forget that. And we've just gotten nothing anywhere near as exciting since. It's been 4 years.
5 years.
5 years.
It's funny because like the Darth Revan poly bag, they didn't even include that in that box. The bootleg Bricktober box.
Didn't have any left after they
yeah.
By the way, what the hell happened to those Bricktober sets? I never got the Infinity War one. I'm not paying $60.
By the way, spoiler alert, apparently, rumor has it that they're not releasing in the US the Infinity War one.
We got that.
October was 2 months ago.
No way.
Well, to be fair, the Jurassic Park one just released in the US, I think. I don't know.
But, I think we figured that much out. It's like unbelievable.
I love Ross's rants. It's fantastic.
I get it. So obviously Toys R Us, caved. But I figured Lego would have been better about, redirecting some of that product to at least Lego stores,
Yeah, the Lego store would be the bomb.
I mean, it was the most hyped one out of all of those, so it's kind of amazing that that one's not releasing.
That's the one that was prioritized the least. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I think that's a shame because I think they're a fantastic idea. And it is an excellent way for Lego to continue to make characters for movies after the fact without having to make full sets. Because, obviously Lego moves on to the next movie and when it comes to the MCU or the DCU or whatever it is. So I mean, I just think that's a shame. I hope that it actually works this time, and whatever retailer they make it an exclusive to doesn't go under.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because like the detailing on those figures are a billion times better than the detailing in the actual sets.
Yeah,
dual molding, printing all over.
I mean, that wong, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's freaking crazy.
It looked really great. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, I saw my meme as the pictures came out. It really disappoints me because I wanted that War Machine. You put a mustache on that head, and it's Steve Harvey. I'm telling you.
Steve Harvey, I'm sold.
You put a mustache on that new Rhodey head, and it is Steve Harvey's exact likeness. It's incredible.
Somebody can make a Family Feud mock. That'd be great.
Yeah, you absolutely could. I mean, like minimal customizing skills. You could take a paintbrush and then just slash a mustache on there. You got the perfect Steve Harvey. I mean, when I saw that, I was looking at that head and I was like, that looks like someone. Who is it? And I just sat there thinking about it for like half an hour. I've got it. I was like, dude,
It's funny.
Yeah, I hope we'll be able to get that at some point, though. Probably not.
I mean, they have to. Like, if once it gets out, like by March or something, people are going to start complaining, saying, "Where is it?" And it'll start to get out that it was not releasing.
Endgame, I'm getting on a plane, and I'll just go over there and get one. Like,
yeah. I'm so glad I only paid like $30 for mine.
Yeah, great, nice flex, but okay.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
Do we have any other topics you guys want to cover?
It's up to you guys. Oh, Lego Movie 2 hauls. How about that?
Oh yeah, I think we all.
What Lego Movie 2 sets are there again?
Which one?
There's a whole bunch. You want me to link it? I'll link it. Yeah.
I'll just pull it up. I can pull it up on
Which one are you gonna get, Ross?
I don't. I have to look them up.
Do you have the link?
That one with the really cool like cyan ship for that new space character, whatever.
The party bus
names it.
No,
yeah. Definitely gonna pick that one up. Probably the one with Benny and his whole squad. Wow, there's like a Lego Movie Maker. What is that? It's like a movie set.
Justin always buys this. Justin, you buying this?
Is that like a giant?
I didn't buy it. I skipped that.
Isn't that $50?
It is.
Hang on. What is that? What is that piece? That's what?
What is
which piece?
The Lego Movie Maker. It's set 70820 $50. It's got like a whole printed background. What is that?
You need that for your custom.
I think it's cardboard. I think it's cardboard.
Great. Now we're
figure showcase.
So now we're putting cardboard as primary elements, and it's just a giant. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I got the Batman one, and they had the same thing. It's sort of like a hard paper.
Why did they include a red piece of cardboard like that for Snoke's throne room on the backside? Just saying.
I don't know how I feel about a giant piece of cardboard being a main
People would be more ticked off about that than here, because here it's a movie maker set, so it makes sense. Like a backdrop.
It does, but just different. I'll probably pick up the Unikitty set. That looks pretty good. What is that banana thing?
That's
Ryan's favorite build.
Bread.
Yeah.
I paid $20 just to get that banana.
Queen, whatever.
The banana.
What are you getting, Greg, as we go through this too?
This may be unpopular, but I really like the pop-up party bus. That's one of my favorite ones.
I love that one.
Okay, I didn't know if you guys liked it or not, because it's sort of like a friend set.
No, the build looks really cool.
I was gonna buy it today, but I'm probably gonna get it. My birthday is a few days, so I'm just gonna get it on my birthday.
Did you get that one, Ryan?
I did.
In your home? Okay.
I got all of them except for like the custom builder boxes.
All of them? There's a lot here.
I went to the Lego store today. All right, don't give me trouble.
Lunatic.
I went to Lego store and I got like 6 of them, maybe. That's it.
I mean, I really like that, and I like Benny's Space Squad. Those are my 2 favorites out of all of these, I think.
Hang on, did these all just come out at once?
Yeah, they came out today.
How it usually happens.
Ryan.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
I think you buy more new Lego than I do at this point.
Ryan,
in the last few months,
you're gonna have to reboot the Buried Alive series just for you.
For real though, like it actually is getting pretty crazy in here. I need to chill. I'm not gonna buy any more Lego for the rest of the year though, so you have my word.
My ass.
As long as I don't go to Walmart tomorrow, there's a slight adjustment to that statement.
Ryan, did you build the chocolate bar yet? That's all I need to know.
I did build that.
How's the chocolate bar?
The chocolate bar is just as good as it looks.
All right.
I don't know where it is, but it is an awesome set. I love the chocolate bar. The ice cream man is second to none.
Oh, that's cool.
Can't go wrong. Yeah, you got to get that.
You team that up with the banana in your set. You got your whole Sunday made.
It's funny. During this very podcast, I was building the chocolate bar.
Were you?
Yeah, I just finished him. He's cute.
Oh, the Batman set. That's really cool too.
Lucky you get to build. Like I can't build in here anymore because I just want to record my builds for speed builds, so I have to do them out in the garage.
Oh, dang.
That's what I've come to. I started a speed build channel. For those who.
Talk about that a little bit.
Right?
You said you want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna build it, I mean, I started it in August, but I'm getting back into it now. My Apocalypseburg speed build is doing really well on that channel, so it'll probably get monetized like very, very soon. which will probably motivate me even more to do them, right? Like money motivates, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that. So like
I'll tell you what can motivate all your subscribers to check it out is
if I pay
if
them,
you just like center it around the struggles of getting a set early. You just come home, you just got 16 new Lego Movie 2 sets early, and you are just trying to whip through them, just build as quickly as I can. What's going on? Hey, it's Vanguard Production 34. I got this Lego Movie 2 set. I don't know anything about it, but I just got it. And I don't know how much on it. And this is the review. This is the set. Here are the features. Here's the minifig. Okay, next one. And then you just build the next one. And you just keep going and keep going. And then see if you're still alive.
I have 25 set reviews to do right now. I have all the Star Wars sets. I have all but one of the Overwatch sets. And I have all the
I was amazed that you
sets.
purchased all the Overwatch sets besides one.
So was I. I saw them in Walmart early, so I bought them.
Yeah, I didn't think you were into the Overwatch stuff.
We're gonna find out. I think what I'm gonna start doing though is like I think once I'm done like with the set, like I just don't have space for that stuff, right? Like I think I'm just gonna like get a Bricklink store and sell it on Bricklink. Like just kind of start that as a thing. Like if I'm not gonna keep a set, I'm just gonna put it on Bricklink, and like if someone buys it, great. But I think that's the way to go for me. I just don't have space for all this. And some of the sets, like, I don't want to keep. But some of them, like, I want to, like, have an experience once, right? Like, Ultra Kitty, I don't think I'm going to keep that one. That's not my favorite set. But I wanted to get it to pair it with the Emmett and Lucy's Escape set because they can, like, pair together, right? But, like, after that, like, I don't really want to have that on my shelf. So, like, I'll probably get rid of it. But
does anybody wish that we were still calling her Wild Style?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Yeah.
Well, we figured out her real name at the end of the movie.
I'm bad at remembering some movies. Kill me in the comment. I get told so often.
Yeah, like I was watching
I've totally seen
the Apocalypseburg, like
I get
they had like the generic coffee shop, and you're like, oh, that's a cool poster or something like that. Generic band and stuff. I'm like, that's from the Lego Movie 1.
I mean, I watched it. It's been a couple years. What was that, Ross?
Do you even know the name of the main character of the movie? What kind of a Lego fan are you?
Oh. Dude, I'll tell you, you make one little mistake in anything you do, you'll hear about it 500 times.
I reviewed the Venom mech, and I made a cataclysmic mistake. And I accidentally said that we actually haven't had a new Aunt May figure since like 2004 with Spider-Man 2. Apparently, there was one in the 2016 Spider Bridge attack crap thing. Looked like a really great set. I didn't get it. Did not remember that. It was 2 years ago, and I just didn't click the 2016 year on Lego Wiki, and I didn't see that version of the figure. 150 comments. I mean, just like
Ross deleted his channel afterwards.
Just disregarded. I didn't even review the set. Nobody saw it. They only saw that segment. It's like, why do I bother?
Hey Ross, in that review, in my review of that set, people were getting on me because I said Ghost Spider, but I said Spider Gwen too. On the box of it, it says Ghost Spider. So like, why are they getting at me?
Well, it's Spider-Verse. It's Spider-Woman.
I know. I said Spider-Woman, Spider Gwen, and I said Ghost Spider. I said all three. And then like, well, actually, it's not Ghost Spider. I'm like, on the box, it says Ghost Spider.
Listen,
but I said all three.
I love them. I mean, I love my subscribers, but if you scroll down before you leave a comment when you make a mistake, if you see 50 already there, I promise we got the message. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you.
I just like to say, like when you upload a video like of a review or something, and you make a mistake, or maybe you don't know something because you haven't watched a movie in 3 years, like there's gonna be someone who knows, right? Like of the 20,000 people that watch your video, right? Like 3 people are definitely gonna know a thing that you didn't. And that's just the way it is. You can't know everything about everything, but someone will know something about everything. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. And I love the comments too. Like, you should have done your research. I spent half an hour doing the research.
Like, at the end of the day, you just can't get it right every time. And like, it feels like you shouldn't say that, right? Like, you should get everything right every time. But it's just like it just happens. Like, you get things wrong, and like people are like, "This kid's an idiot. He didn't know this very niche thing from this movie that came out 5 years ago." I'm sorry, I don't remember seeing this poster on at the 1 hour and 20-minute mark of the movie 5 years ago when I watched. Like, I've watched it since, but like I don't pick up on every small little detail of everything I watch.
For me, That's why I pin the comments, but then it annoys me when people comment after I pin the comment. Like I'll pin the first person who says there's a mistake, I'll pin it and I'll be like, okay, there you go, guys. Like that's a
Justin, I
People
pin
don't read that stuff.
an edited comment with a list of my mistakes, and it doesn't matter.
and then people still post like I know
The
it's
thing is,
frustrating as
at what
heck.
point do you guys or anyone claim to be an expert on anything? You're just reviewing a set, and
Yeah,
it's your
that's
experience
a
with
good
it and
one.
what you think of it. It's not like, hey, I'm an expert on, like, Ryan technically probably is an expert on Lego Star Wars, so he should know that stuff. But like, if you're doing a Lego movie video or review, you're not an expert on the Lego movie, right?
Mhm. Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it's like everybody makes mistakes. We're all gonna mess up, expert or not. Even experts will slip up on one thing,
Sure.
and people are so quick to point out a mistake, and
Right.
most of them have good intentions. You know, they're
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
of
oh,
course.
Did we just lose Ross? Oh, we lost me. Uh-oh. Call unavailable. I'm sorry, guys. The podcast. Something. Oh, there we go.
okay,
Are we there?
is this still
Everyone here?
recording?
Okay, there we go.
We good?
No, I record on my end. It has nothing to do with Discord. We need to reinvent.
Okay.
Bring it back up. Did you end the
yeah,
call or
but
something?
Greg left. Greg left right now.
Oh,
Maybe that's what happened.
are we good?
No, well, you left first, and then Greg left, and then
Oh,
yeah.
something
Good.
must have crashed.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, well, we
Strange.
can continue as we
okay.
Greg will join us
wait
in a
for
bit.
Greg. Where were we?
Oh, I was screaming about getting 150 comments about
Oh,
one
right.
mistake I made in a half an hour long video.
Dude, I know. I made the Apocalypse Berg review. 37-minute video. It's like, dude, I'm gonna make a mistake. I think
Dude,
I mentioned it at the
I know.
beginning. I'm like, I'm gonna make a mistake. Just
Yeah,
please bear with
you
me.
got that set really. You got that set really quick. You got this massive set to build and review. I mean, great problem to have. But I mean, at the same time, it's like you're trying to get that review out there. So like, it's like,
not
oh
even
my
that.
God.
It's just like there's just some things I'm not. Even if I wait 3 days to review it, I'm still not gonna know. Like, I'm not gonna go rewatch the whole first movie and look for posters.
True. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. You know, and usually what I'll do if I don't actually
Oh, something's happening. Test. This podcast has been derailed. It appears. I don't know what's happened. Let me restart my Discord. This is the Ryan show. I'll start a new call. Sorry for all the typing, guys. I'm sorry I kind of sniffled quite a bit through the live stream chat, but I'm a little sick. I tried to mute it a couple times, but it's hard to mute the way I record. Let me get this set up again so we can finish our conversation of the podcast. The Ryan Show. How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday afternoon when you should be watching this podcast? Yo, I'll just pimp our subreddit right now. You should check out our subreddit. There's some good stuff on there. Y'all are missing out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this back online here. But yeah, our fans do occasionally post on the subreddit. I'd like to see people post more often on there. So let me see if I can call them up on here and we can wrap our call.
They were so
There we
helpful.
go.
Oh,
You guys
Ryan's
hear me
back.
now? All right, I'm gonna call
Yeah, we hear you.
Greg when he's back online. And
Okay. You should text him.
Yeah, I did text him. He said he couldn't get
Okay.
back.
But yeah.
Yeah. Annotations were the best thing. Why did they remove those? What was the point? Like
Anything you guys
they
talk
were
about, by the
so
way, wasn't
good.
recorded, so just
I
so
guess
you
it
know.
wasn't.
Because
It was.
I
Oh my
recorded it and I
God.
wasn't in the call.
No. Okay, we were basically saying annotations were made. YouTube removed those.
Yeah, because they were really useful for when Lego YouTubers like us make mistakes in massive
Mhm.
videos that we put work
Yeah.
into like that.
Does help.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call Greg here in a second. Yeah, annotations were nice for that though. That's definitely a good thing that could. I mean, I guess you have the cards now, right? But that's still not as right in your face type of. Hey, this is a thing that I know of. Versus. Are you there? Discord's being funky. Something happened. Uh-oh. Let me just call Ross separately. Over here. Let me add Justin. Start voice call. This podcast has gone off the... Thankfully, this is happening near the end of the show. So if you guys are, like, not about it, you have time to dip out. But man, we were going pretty good there right up until the bitter end, as they say. Let me message Brickitect, add him in. Tell Just Too Good, join new call, period.
Here's your okay, it's sent.
I don't know what to talk about now. We are off the rails here. Late night. Got the live stream for me coming up here on Wednesday nights when we record this. New. Can you guys hear me now? Nope. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know what to say, guys. This it has very much gone offline. Something funky happened there a few minutes ago, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to fix it here at the end of this podcast. So if you guys are still watching, I would like to thank our sponsors, Blaine's World and Ty the Lego Guy. You should definitely check them out. Links down below. Blaine's World if you need some new Lego. Ty the Lego Guy if you need some Lego content fill. You got some time to spare. You know, this winter break, definitely check out his videos and check out Blaine's World's Bricklink store if you got some Christmas money and you need some Lego. All right, let's see if I can get back in here in a second. Discord is starting up, so we'll see if we're able to get back in. But definitely check out our sponsors if you do want to advertise on a future episode. The email is there if you send a email to. It's just $20 an episode. So if you guys are trying to grow your channel or you have a business or whatever it is, it's pretty affordable, I think. So as soon as Discord starts up, though, let's see if we can get back in. Maybe my computer's being funky for some reason. I think I have a connection problem to Discord. For whatever reason, I can't seem to get it to open now. Like, I got it to reopen here a minute ago. I'll try to hop on my iPad and see if that works, but this is probably gonna be it for the podcast. I literally can't open Discord, so that's what we used to record. So let me try to change Wi-Fi's one more time, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So my Discord won't restart. All right, I'm gonna call the show here, so I'm just not sitting here anymore. It was a great episode. Thank you very much to Ross for joining in on the podcast. Thank you to Justin and Greg. Check them all out. Links should be down below for our sponsors as well as all of them, so you can check out all of them down below. You guys know how to find them. Unfortunately, this is just not the end of the show that we wanted, but hey, we'll make do with what we have here. Just let me try to open Discord on here one more time. Try it on my phone, but yeah, I'm having connection problems. Every time I open it, like on my phone, like it just says connection problem. You guys can see that there. Like it just like won't work. So that's going to be it for this podcast. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, give it a like. If you want to check out our subreddit, that's reddit.com/r/bricksandbits. And we'll see you guys next week on episode number 31. Crazy. We're into the 30s, so we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Peace out.